All right, stand by. I'll be with you just a
Tuesdays
second.
headed your way, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Is your name on the list? I don't know. Did you say some stupid stuff this week? We'll see. But links in the bio. Another TikTok Trash Tuesday is headed your way, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Give me 1 second here. My camera's acting a little funky. Oh, man. There we go. All right. What it do, you dirty babies? Welcome to another TikTok Trash Tuesday. Boy, oh boy, who's ready? Who's excited? We got some interesting stuff today. Maybe not interesting, but maybe at least entertaining. God, I hope it's at least entertaining for you. And I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by on this Tuesday. Let me know if you hear me in the chat. Make sure everything is going well. I want to make sure that I don't sound like a dum-dum. Actually, I'm going to look at this right now because I don't trust you guys all that much. Yep, that's right. Okay, there you go. This is why I don't trust anybody, because now, how's that sound? I bet you that sounds a hell of a lot better. I don't know what it is with StreamYard, but boy, you get into something and they will like kick you out of it real fast if they don't, whatever. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. How's your Tuesday been? Me, I'm just starting back up work again. Substitute teaching. That's right, everybody. I'm helping shape the minds of America. Well, what I'm really doing is substituting gym right now. So it's not a whole heck of a lot, but it's good enough for what it is and it fills the day. But I had to get back here on Tuesday to do our regular TikTok Trash Tuesdays because boy, oh boy, have I scoured the internet for you. We found some movie-related TikToks. We are going to go over them, and we are going to make fun of people, or maybe we're going to cheer them on. Who knows? But I want you to be like Alex here and says, see, sounds much better. Very good. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for at least being there and honoring the request of talking. Appreciate you, buddy. But if you want to be like Alex and other people like that, why don't you do me a big old giant favor and hit the old super chat button there? We got two versions of it. If you want to do, anything, $10 or above, you got this one.
Fortress Bucks.
Those are the Fortress Bucks. Those you're going to be familiar with. But where's this at? Come on there, guy. What's? Oh, there it is. I got to get the right buttons. Or you can do the Fortress Pennies, which is also the new popular one.
Fortress Pennies, watch how they shine.
I gotta fix that one. I don't think that was nearly as good as I wanted to. But anyways, we're gonna do all that fun stuff. And I gotta get up early in the morning, so I feel like we need to go ahead and just jump into this bad boy and get her off to a good start because man, we got some crap to talk about here, kids. This is gonna be something else. So let's see if we can pull it up here. There we go. Let's get into it, boys and girls. It's TikTok Trash Tuesday, and as per usual, I have scoured the internet for TikTok, movie-related TikToks and stuff like that. We're going to watch them, we're going to talk about them, and hopefully we'll have a good old time. Let's go!
If you're on Letterboxd and you're a young single woman and you're looking
just
for
like heat, just log heat,
I
like heat. Who doesn't like heat? Everybody likes heat. I bought Heat on 4K not too awful long ago because it was awful cheap and everything. And I've had to reset my Blu-ray player, so maybe I need to watch it again. But man, when I put it in, I was just like, this does not feel like one that they took a lot of time with. But I've since reset that DVD, so we're gonna that player because I think I futzed around with too many settings. But who likes Heat, right? Everybody likes Heat, or at least if you're a man, you like Heat. Michael Mann directed Heat. But I will say this about Heat. You gotta be in the mindset. You gotta be able to just kind of sit down and go like, all right, I need to watch this nearly 3-hour Michael Mann movie. It's tough to do as just kind of a lark. It's like, oh, it's Thursday. Let's just slip on Heat. Nah, you got to kind of sit down and get ready for it.
Your top 4
No. You
is
don't
like
have to pick
the
it.
biggest thirst trap in the universe. Like, it is so easy to ensnare a feeble-minded boy who fancies himself a cinephile.
Yep, we as dumb nerds. Though I will say there would be a thing of it here or there that I would probably start going like, this seems sus. You know, when they're coming in there and they start, you know, we'll see. My guess is they're going to give some examples here, but we'll go over anything I think is suspicious.
Like one Kurosawa, one PTA.
Don't do this.
One Michael Mann
of Letterboxd,
and then one Wes
Speak
Anderson.
Your truth.
Listen, she's right. Speak your truth. Hopefully those things are true for you. I don't suggest that you go out there and lie on the internet. However, not a bad if you just. But then again, who's the girl that's offering up her Letterboxd handle right off the gate? I mean, I want to meet her, mind you. I'm just saying I don't think that I've seen this person yet, but maybe they exist.
And make them come to you. You know?
I'm just saying that we all need to find ways.
Sense and Sensibility.
We have to,
it's okay.
We have to find ways to attract our opposites. And there are some tactics that can be deployed. Yeah. I'm not saying if you openly despise Heat, don't tell a person that you like Heat. But if you like Heat,
yeah, sure.
What's the number one movie a man could log that would make you interested in his inner life?
Ooh, in his inner life. I don't know. Listen, I will say this. If your inner life consists of your favorite movie being like Drive or Taxi Driver or, there's a handful of ones that are just like if somebody goes, that's my favorite thing, you might want to go, maybe a Psychopath.
Probably like a Press and Surges or a Howard Talks, like a screwball rom-com from the 30s and 40s.
And you would think,
they're
I want this
logging
man
it solo and that person's single and I'm like, oh, I'm interested.
See, there you go, kids. Flirting and everything through movies. Has anyone ever gotten a date off of Letterboxd? That's what I wonder. I'm sure people have connected over Letterboxd, become friends, maybe some pen pals or something like that. But have they actually gone through and made a relationship and everything? Has Letterboxd played, Hinge or something like that? Have they been the matchmaker for anybody at any point? I wonder.
Pulp Fiction.
Never seen it. I've seen it. Okay,
I understand. Like, these kids are young, first and foremost. So I'm going to go ahead and just say I don't really care that they haven't seen these movies and stuff yet. If there's someone my age, if you're 43 years old and you haven't seen Pulp Fiction yet, there's something wrong with you. I'm sure you're a nice person, but there's something missing in your life, and it's called Quentin Tarantino. And why you don't have that hole fixed in your life yet, I don't know. That being said, when I was like 13, 14 years old, I was searching out these movies, man. I was searching for the Tarantino stuff. I was like, I only had one movie to go back to, one more backwards. But then I was like, oh, let's see who this guy is interested in. And then let's see who they influenced and everything. And that's how you should enjoy movies. And kids today don't do that at all. So I'm not surprised that, these kids don't know movies like Pulp Fiction.
That's your fault, though.
How is it my fault?
Because you're like the
Fiction?
cool indie boyfriend who's supposed to show me the mainstream, like Britney Spears girlfriend, Pulp Fiction.
Not for nothing, she is correct, though. Here's the problem that I have with it, though, and that I've seen in my life. Just for me as a cinephile myself and wanting to share my love of movies with people, I very often will go like, hey, check this out. I think this will be a good fit for you. Some people take to it really, really well and will listen to what you say and, and possibly even see it and then report back to you, usually a good thing. But there are a set of people that, you can recommend something to them and it's just like, whatever it is, it's just like, ooh, I don't really know. But you got to be able to, accept the invitation of new things into your life. You have to be able to that. But if at the same time, if she is asking for it, my dude, I have wanted nothing more than to have a lady that will actually go, you know what? Maybe we should set up a movie night and you put all the things that you think that I should be watching. It's a good time. She's asking for it. And he's over here just going, nah, you didn't see Pulp Fiction, you big dummy.
Next movie on the list.
Okay.
Fight Club.
Don't talk about it. Never seen it.
Underhand pitch here for you.
Okay, like now, granted, he is also just pitching a lot of just mainstream stuff here. The fact that she hasn't seen these movies, it's a little bit more damning for her because these aren't like, we're not referencing deep deep bench movies here, folks.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Chocolates,
Jesus.
life.
Thank God.
I dress like Lieutenant Dan.
You are Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
With legs.
Canceled.
Green Mile?
No.
I've never seen that one either.
Then why the hell are you bringing it up, dog?
That's so embarrassing.
Braveheart.
No.
Never seen Braveheart.
Or did they just pick up like cards and just go like, these are good movies? You seen them or no?
I don't think I plan on it either.
Fargo.
Yes, I've seen
No.
Fargo.
Wait a minute. This is what kills me about people. Like, they have the weirdest and oddest choices. Like, all of a sudden, you haven't seen all these movies, but Fargo, you haven't seen Braveheart, but you've seen Fargo. Oh, weird.
Wow.
Based on a true story.
Really?
No.
Last one on the list.
See, how the fuck does she know that, but hasn't seen Braveheart or hasn't, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. Alex says, any woman who says that Fast and the Furious is an automatic swipe left, you best believe, son. Or if she's got any sort of Jeep Wrangler type thing, like, because those Jeep girls, they're crazy. You got to get away from that. That ain't no good. Ooh, yeah, chat. Let me know. Red flags. What is a red flag? A lady red flag movie. If your lady's, likes this movie, that automatically puts up your feelers and goes, "Oh, I'm not watching that." Let me know what your red flag movie is for a lady. Lady likes that. You go, "Oh, gotta swipe left."
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. What? Maybe
I agree. Unpopular take, but I think the Big Lebowski is just okay. I think third act kind of falls apart.
I didn't see all of it. I remember him pissing on a rug.
Someone pisses on a rug.
Okay, everybody
first
drop in the
minute.
comment which one of those movies we should watch first. Please don't let it be Braveheart.
War and Peace. It's about 8 hours long. It's all in, I think, Russian. You could do that. That'd be fun.
This is my impression of people who are afraid to go to the movies by themselves.
Okay.
I just feel like socially the worst thing that could happen to me is if I were to go sit in a dark room with a group of strangers who are all there to pay close attention to something very specific. Is that thing you? Because that sounds intimidating. Oh God, no. No, it's something totally different that we've all agreed to pay attention to for like a couple hours. Okay, and you said it's really dark in there? Yeah. Okay, so you'd be pretty invisible. But like, what if someone saw me there? That's how you sound.
Yeah, it's very, very true. Those of you who have never gone to the movies alone because you have some sort of weird thing about it, please don't. It's so dumb. And eventually you will learn to like it. You'll actually, in fact, learn to love it because you don't have to bother with anybody else. You don't have to, like, especially if you got, a partner or something like that, you don't have to buy tickets or anything for anybody else. You don't got to buy food or anything for anybody else. It's just you. You make sure that you get there when you want to get there. You leave when you want to leave, and you just do what you want to do. It ain't a bad move at all. And you know what? Like most things in the life, man, most people ain't paying attention to you because I got news for you, brother. You ain't that interesting. I know I'm not.
Go to the movies.
Yeah.
What are everyone's thoughts on like movie theaters that have little tables and you're set up with a menu and you got a little pencil and a little paper?
Okay, so just so you guys know, I have a little bit of expertise in this. I used to be an assistant manager for a movie theater that did exactly this. It was not the Alamo Drafthouse. It was a movie theater that was very much done after the Alamo Drafthouse. I think the guy who opened the theater that I worked at, in some form or another, ended up working with Tim League at some point. So I have had experience in the movie theater restaurant business and everything. There are good points and bad points to it all. There's good points in as much as it gives you a very interesting, different opportunity that other folks out there don't have. And if it was ran correctly, and mine wasn't, that's the reason why, my store doesn't exist anymore. It was literally bulldozed to the ground. Because they didn't do the right thing. The right thing is offering different types of fare that you would normally get at a regular movie theater. And that's kind of the appeal to that place. It's not the place that I think most people should normally go to on every movie outing, but for a special occasion or a special screening or something like that, and they have a whole, feast of, food and drink and whatnot, it is a very good time. Do I think it needs to be your daily driver as far as film goes? No, because frankly, it's very cost prohibitive in that manner, because you sit down and you're just like, I guess I need a steak now.
And then you're enjoying your movie, and then do we like the idea of having somebody next to us order some garlic fries and steak, and then having them like get their server and they're like whispering,
yeah,
and you're just there like this is a vibe. Like, are you vibing?
Oh, so she's pro this. That's interesting because I was thinking she was hating this. I thought like she was screaming to the hills that she doesn't want this to happen, but she is for this experience. That's an interesting take. I'm happy that she likes this, and I think that, like I said, I think there's an audience for this. I just, it's not for everybody, but you have to do it correctly. I think Alamo Drafthouse does it correctly in just about every fashion over there, and many people tried to copy, and many people have failed. I worked for one of the fails.
With that idea, or are you just like anti theaters that have that dine-in?
What do you think, guys? You guys eating in a theater? Does that bug you? Somebody chewing on a hamburger?
Food experience alongside with it, because I know some people that like jam with that stuff, and other people just don't enjoy that. Like for me, it's Star Cinema Grill or Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah,
I do love Alamo Drafthouse. It's just, I don't know, a preference thing. I'm curious, what are everyone's thoughts on those?
they're good stuff. They're good if you can get them, but every single time, no, you can't do it every time, bud. No, sir. Too much.
Hey, where are my other serious moviegoers at? I mean, when I
Listen, I don't like to brag or anything, but I do okay. I do okay in the movie. Like I've been doing decent this year. I haven't seen as many as I've seen in years past. I think the highest number of new release films I've seen in 1 year. And these are not movies that I watched over like anyone's. These aren't like critic reviews or anything else like that. Because I know a lot of these critics go like, I've seen this many movies. Well, you've been invited to this many movies as part of a press tour. I paid for all of these tickets, or in one shape or another with what was at the time, it was a Movie Pass, right? So with a Movie Pass year, man, I did like 130 something movies in the theater that year. It was wild, son. I was going like crazy.
I go see a movie at the theater, most of the time, not every time, but most of the time, I'm not buying snacks. I'm not drinking anything.
Oh, she's talking about being one of them hardcores.
Excuse my language, I'm raw dog in that movie.
Whoa, lady, this is a family program. Calm it down here. I'm going to get demonetized real quick.
Because I cannot risk missing a single moment because I have to get up and go to the bathroom. Like,
so go ahead of time. Go ahead of time. I saw the Lord of the Rings extended editions back to back to back in the theater twice. Each one of those times, they offered free refills on your large soda. Guess what I did all day? And you know how many times I went up to get to the bathroom in the middle of any of those extended edition movies? Again, back to back to back. How many times I got up in the middle of a movie to go use the restroom, even having seen those movies many, many, many times previous? Zero. None. Because I'm an adult and I can hold it. And you just got to put yourself in a state.
No, it just seems unfathomable to me. So I will not consume anything, and I will just sit there locked in and take it in.
Give me the movie now. Put it in my face. Just implement the movie right here. Just put it in my mind.
And I sort of feel like I don't know anyone else who does that. So is anyone else like that? Please let me.
Here's the thing. Do you go on a date with this girl and she's just like, I'm locked in. I swear if you touch me. Is that a juji fruit? Punch.
Let me know.
That was fun.
Dinner was really good. Thank
All right. When she has weird movie posters at her place.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be an odd one to have up. Hey, I'll say this though. Here's what I'll say about this. At least it's not framed. If it was framed, that means that she like really cared about it so much that she was just like, we got to spend a little extra money to make this real nice. This, she just pinned it up to the wall. That's like, it's not good. You're not in a good situation, but it's not framed. So you got that going for you.
Star sign.
Is that a Doubt movie poster you got there?
Oh, yeah, Doubt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice
Movie poster to have.
Oh, it's amazing. I probably watch it every month. It's just so important to me.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Just
It's just incredible.
ah.
So
Listen, Doubt is not a fun movie to watch. It's a good movie, but like, you don't sit there and just go like, hey. Everybody gather around. We're going to be watching Doubt today. Yeah, that's right. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Meryl Streep. Hell yeah. Nuns, clergy. It's great, dude. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's hype.
Should we just kind of cut the small talk?
I wasn't expecting something so new. Guys, have you seen any of this War of the Worlds? I'm telling you. Like I heard, hey, there's a new War of the Worlds movie. It's got Ice Cube in it. It's on Amazon. So I was like, all right, I'll check this out. So I go there and like I didn't know what kind of movie it was, guys. I thought it was a War of the Worlds movie. Have you seen any of the War of the Worlds movies? They're all kind of, action-packed to a degree or another. And like 3 minutes in, I go, uh-oh, we're not leaving this room, are we? This is a Screen movie. Oh my God. And listen, I've seen some Screen movies that I think have been pretty good. This was not one of them. I couldn't finish it. I didn't want to watch the rest of it. But boy, oh boy, have the memes been fantastic with just Ice Cube's just unbelievably horrid acting. Whew, glorious.
Is that Ice Cube's War of the Worlds?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
I feel like there's something in your hair. Can I,
Oh. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry?
Yes! Another masterpiece in its own way.
It's a movie.
I love movies. I'm like a cinephile.
Hey, dude's okay. Oh, man,
leaving?
Marky Mark, Planet of the Apes, damn.
Just the Drazamine.
The what?
The Drazamine.
He couldn't get through the rest of the sketch. That's awesome. Yeah, that would make me want to run so fast, dude. It's unbelievable. Nah, get out of there, homie. You gotta get safe, man.
One thing I will never understand is people going to see the same movie they already saw in theaters again.
All right, what's everybody's thoughts on that? Going to see the same movie in the theater multiple times. I've done that for new releases. I've done that for certainly retro films and stuff. I think I've seen Jaws on the big screen, I don't know, 6 or 7 times, and I'm going to be seeing it again this month. So, as many times as needed, I always say.
In this economy,
there are 2 questions that I think this creator is asking. One is, why would someone go to see the same movie multiple times in theaters? Regal Unlimited allows me to go to the movies as many times as I want.
Oh Christ! Hold on. This isn't an ad. Did I accidentally save a fucking ad? Movie steals. Oh Lordy! It feels like this guy is. All right, let me get the old Dr. Pepper Zero here. We got to lock in for this one. Alex says, I've done it a lot. Different crowds can change the experience. They certainly can.
For $25 a month. And then second is something I realized when Dune Part 2 came out and I ended up going multiple times to see it is I realized if you love movies, the window to see a movie in theaters is very small. When a movie comes out in theaters now, you have maybe 3 weeks to see it if you're.
This is a very big problem that I have been talking about, and I think we are, again, the killer of modern cinema is Hollywood itself. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. All right, we good. I had a heart attack. The hell was I talking about? I just had, I had an aneurysm there.
You're lucky. And if you don't see it in theaters, you're either never going to get.
Yes. So yeah, movies are like, they come out, and on the day that they come out the studios themselves say, hey, here's what the Steelbook Blu-ray is going to look like. It's unbelievable. And usually they'll even give you a release date saying like, oh, and it's this time, and here's the thing. It's so dumb. And why would you go to the movies when 3 weeks later you can have it for less than the price of 2 tickets,
To see it in theaters, or it might be 10 to 15 to 20 years before it's back in theaters again. I did this first with Dune Part 2. I saw it 3 times in 70mm IMAX because who knows?
Okay, I will say this. that kind of stuff you can do, because like, those are experiences that you're not getting back. Those 70 millimeter IMAX experiences, stuff like that. If you can go see it in proper IMAX like that, definitely do. It makes all the difference in the world. You're not just watching just a movie at that point. That is a premium experience worth doing.
Who's the next time I'll be able to see it again? And then again with Alien Romulus, I saw that 4 times in theaters.
Okay, listen, now you're just bored. Now you're just bored, man. Alien Romulus was pretty much a one and doneer, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but the Alien Romulus, they changed the Ian Holm kind of stuff that was going on. I don't know if it was the CGI was bad or the puppet was bad or whatever. Something was bad, and they were like, we're redoing it. It don't look good. So, again, the time that he saw that in the theater, that's the only time he's going to see that bad CGI or puppet or whatever the hell it was.
Twice in IMAX, twice in 4DX. 4DX has not been amazing for every movie that I've seen in the format.
4DX has only been amazing for me in one movie, and that was the Godzilla, the recent Godzilla one with Mothra in it. I forget which one that was. Was that Destroy All Monsters? Was that the name of that one?
But for Alien Romulus, it was fucking amazing. The 0G segment in the 4DX theater was so much fun. I would go see Alien Romulus every week in 4DX for the rest of my life if I could.
All right, listen, pal. That's a little much.
I don't think that was the main point of this creator's video, though. He's talking about how going to see a movie is expensive, and in this economy, spending that much money on seeing a movie over and over again feels like a waste to him. I will make a case that I think having an AMC A-List or a Regal Unlimited is one of the best bangs for your entertainment buck you can do nowadays, especially if you love movies, with one huge qualifier. That qualifier being that you're comfortable going to the movies alone. Going to the movies by yourself, I promise you, no one cares. 80% of my trips to the movies over the last 4 years or so have been by myself. You can go see any showtime that's available. You don't have to make plans and coordinate your schedule.
Exactly. You don't have to wait on other people. You can do it spur of the moment. It's just called boom, I'm gone. Out the door, set.
With someone else to be able to go. I went to the movies 8 times in the month of July for $25. $25 is the price of the ad-free 4K tier on Netflix. Obviously, I don't think this is going to work for everybody, but the 2 biggest reasons that I see people talk about not going to movies is the expense of it and having to deal with the crowds. If you're comfortable going to the movies by yourself, you can go when it's not super busy. I typically go Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and Sunday nights. Over the last 4 years, I have not had a single issue with the crowd that I've been with in the theater. I think if you love movies and you don't mind going to the movies by yourself, I think that canceling a Netflix subscription and getting a Regal Unlimited or an AMC A-List is a better bang for your buck in terms of monthly entertainment.
And chances are you're probably going to be watching better movies as you do that anyways, because I don't know about you guys, but like, when's the last time you really watched something on Netflix? For me, it's a long time, dude. I just don't watch these things like I used to. And like, I got a whole plethora of discs I got to be going through here, man.
Yeah, I've been getting really into Kubrick.
Hot take, film buffs need to be watching bad movies for fun. I agree with this statement. Let's see where he's going.
Filmography lately? Yeah, same, but have you ever watched like Leprechaun 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch some trash. I recommend it. Don't really open your eyes. You ever watch like Sleepaway Camp? Try to figure out what the hell they were trying to do there?
You guys remember that scene, of course.
It's funny, but also interesting. What were you guys doing back there? Same with Leprechaun. He's just a little creepy guy. I'm cool with that.
Listen, here's the thing. You need to have diverse tastes, everybody. You need to like more than one thing. You need to be able to, speak on many different subjects. If you only know about baseball and your entire life just revolves around baseball, you're probably a very boring person. For example, I mean, just because I was talking about sports, I've always had this theory. I don't know if it's true, but I feel like I feel it in my soul. I think LeBron James is an idiot. I don't think, like, if you wanted to have a Denver dinner conversation, basketball you could talk about all day long and it would be fascinating and entertaining and so many great stories. But if you wanted to talk about anything outside the realm of basketball, I don't know how well LeBron James is going to handle it. I just don't think he's all that bright.
You want to see one of the worst, if not the worst, movie endings revealed in a trailer?
I hate this. Don't you hate when it happens? And that's why I've been on such an anti-trailer kick for so long. This gentleman right here actually edits Hollywood trailers, so maybe he's to blame for some of this stuff. But I will say this, I am actively avoiding trailers and stuff now. I didn't see any. I saw like maybe the first like 15 seconds, which is exactly what's on the poster for weapons and everything. So I didn't really know what that movie was going in. Fantastic experience. The same thing with Drop. The same thing with Until Dawn. If I possibly can, I do not want to watch a trailer whatsoever. So having a trailer ruin the end of a movie within the trailer, and that's why I don't watch them. I don't want to get screwed over like this. It happens way too much. But let's see one of the worst movies in worst movie ending trailer reveal.
Horror films, such as this one, like to poke and prod you with jump cuts and some of the scariest moments from any movie a studio cranks out. Now, what happens to these people trapped in a building under quarantine from something deadly, with no way out and really scary things around every corner? In found footage fashion, this trailer for 2008's
Now, if I'm not mistaken as well, though, just to interrupt this for half a second, I was trying to think of like, movies where this has kind of happened. And I could be wrong, but is that not like, is the final shot of the Blair Witch not within the Blair Witch Project trailer? I feel like it is, right? Now, also, I like this, though. I like when trailers go and subvert you. My best example of that is Paranormal Activity 3. In the trailer for Paranormal Activity 3, it's the one that takes place in the 80s and everything, so you're looking on a camcorder and whatnot. And so, as was off the case in the 80s, kids were playing Bloody Mary, right? So they go through this whole, in the trailer, they go through this whole Bloody Mary thing, and then boom, something scares you, as it's going to do in a trailer because they're trying to entice you to watch the movie. However, when you went to the movies, the scare that was in the trailer was not in the movie. They timed it different. Everyone in the trailer was just like, oh, hit 3, 2, 1. I guess that's not in the bam. That's when they got him. It was spectacular. So I mean, like you can fool people with trailers. I like stuff like that. It was like, hey, there's stuff in this trailer that doesn't exist in the movie, or we're just being super, super vague with stuff. But sometimes they can spoil it right in that movie. But as long as it is, I don't know, as long as it's not like super obvious, like I said, with the last shot of Blair Witch, you wouldn't necessarily know that's the last shot of the movie. And I don't know that if it is even in that trailer, which it might be because it's one of the only kind of like spooky shots in that movie.
Quarantine descends into an ever-increasing claustrophobic environment when suddenly, at the very end of the trailer, the female reporter, who appears to be the main character, is dragged off camera by an unknown force, viewed in night vision.
Yeah.
How does she escape? What seems to be some horrifying fate she
credits
meets. I mean, it's the last climactic shot in this trailer. Oh my God, let's go see this movie to find out what happens next, right? Imagine moviegoers sitting in theaters learning at the very end of this 89-minute flick that this is the final shot of the entire movie.
And the worst thing is that this was the button on that trailer, and the one that they played all of the time, and was like that was the shot that they sold this movie with, and it was the last shot of the film.
Oh, but it doesn't end there. Here's the actual one cheap poster for Quarantine.
Yep.
Can you spell rip-off in letters the size of the Hollywood sign? I mean, why did the studio market the movie so blatantly? Maybe because it showed the main character in the most peril visually? Maybe because it was the most horrifically striking?
Well, yeah, it is. And because, like, if you really look at that movie and stuff, how much could you really do? How much could you really show? Because so much of it is very poorly lit. It's very grungy. It's very dirty. It's all, the majority of it is filmed with like, kind of a single spotlighty kind of thing. So it wouldn't make for a lot of good, movie posters or something. They're like, here's Peter Stormare looking disgusting. But if you're trying to copy the movie that it's actually copying, which is Wreck and everything, I think Wreck is just like a black poster with like red letters on it. It just says like Wreck and maybe a circle or a dot, something like that. So it's very rudimentary, and you can sell movies like that in other countries, but in America here, you got to sell us a little bit more on it. And I think they wanted to put Jennifer's face on there and have her be the face of that. Which, by the way, speaking of the movie theater that I worked at, she came to the movies one day, and my boss was so excited. She was like, oh my god, the girl from Dexter's here. The girl from Dexter's is here. That's just like, are you sure? Can you see her? Because she's skinny. She's a skinny girl. Apparently she was very nice. I didn't kind of see her talk to her or anything. That was kind of Vanessa's fangirl moment. I didn't want to double on top of things. Me, I was more of a Angie Harmon kind of guy. She popped around our theater as well.
Image the studio promotional department thought would work best, or maybe they just didn't give a shit. Did you see Quarantine, and if so, did this trailer piss you off after you saw the entire movie? Let me know in the comments.
Nah, the whole movie kind of pissed me off because the movie itself is just kind of okay. It's not great, and like you get to the end of it, and you're like, nah, that seems about right.
This weekend we went down to see Matrix in shared reality.
It's the Dave Poppelmeyer. What's the guy that did the Phineas and Ferb? Yeah, he went to go see the Matrix in this big old thing here. Let's see what his thoughts were.
At Cosm, and I don't know how to describe it. I'm just gonna.
We should have gone back and look at our other video where we had this other dude describe it and everything, and he got a whole ass meal. I wonder if he got a meal with his and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I got a cookie.
I have to show it to you.
Now, see, what the hell are we all doing with our phones out, kids? What is this? I mean, I know it's cool. I know it's interesting. I spent a whole evening at the Sphere watching a Darren Aronofsky, made for the Sphere movie and everything like that. I barely got that phone out. When I did, I had it kind of like up to my chest. I wasn't even looking at it. So like nothing looks good because I wanted to be in the moment. Everybody taking their damn phones out. Now, I will say this. If indeed you're going to be doing this kind of experience like this on a screen that is of this nature, this is the way to do it. You don't want to kind of smash everything across the screen, one big giant. You don't want Neo's head going top to bottom of the screen. That's not going to do it for anybody. That's going to piss people off. This kind of extra stuff in the background here and everything, that sort of stuff works. And if you wanted to like open up to like a larger IMAX frame or something like that, if you did like a Nolan film, that would be very cool. But it's a movie with extra shit in the background mostly.
Seeing the movie, but there's all these environments around you on this big sort of very 3D.
Oh, see, that was pretty neat. That was a neat shot that goes through and like it actually extends back up into the very neat there. I do like that.
Feeling screen. So when you're in the Nebuchadnezzar, you look up and you're in the Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay, I like this. This means people thought about it. And now I will say this. I wanted to go and try the I entered for a contest. I don't think I'm going to win. But to go see The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, I would like to go see that and see what that experience is. People are not saying good things about it. I reserve judgment until I actually see it myself.
When you go to the blank space, it got applause because it was so white and so featureless. Then all the weapons come in.
That's cool.
Everything.
That's very okay. This is how you do stuff like this. I would watch an Avatar movie like this. This stuff can happen because here's what you can't do, right? You can't just take this film and then put it on some spherical thing, make it work like that. It's going to be garbage. You have to do this where somebody is thinking out what they're doing, how they're going to utilize the space that's around here, and give you that little bit of extra because but at the same time too, you also have to remember that this is going to go on home video at some point, so you need to make sure that people can watch it on the screen at their home. They can't watch this at their house. So, and again, making the theatrical experience interesting and different than what everything else that you're going to see. Would you pay a premium to go see this? I bet you would. But I mean, who wants to go see a premium to get just to get audio over your head? It feels like Atmos should be standard these days, It
was so immersive, and things would react to stuff on screen, like when he's shooting at the guy, everything starts warping when he starts warping.
Okay, neat.
And then when we get the 360 around Neo and neat. He's dodging the bullets, the whole world moves around you. And when they're shooting up the lobby of the building, you're in the lobby of the building and a piece of the posts are falling off.
That's cool.
It was so much fun. If you get a chance, go see it. It's in between the Intuit Dome and SoFi down in Inglewood. It is worth the drive. It's spectacular.
Inglewood always up to no good, as they say. Yeah, I would definitely do this one. I like any unique movie-going experience. I don't think that they all need to be the same. I don't think we need to always kind of do the crazy outlandish ones and stuff like this. But for things that are done this way and done in the right way, I'm absolutely for. All right, what's next?
Hollywood is over. Faison Love. What Faison Love got to say? Faison Love speaks on Hollywood, says Tubi is going to be bigger than Netflix. You guys Tubi fans? If you're not a Tubi fan, you can just go ahead and get the hell on out of chat. I don't even need you in here if you ain't a Tubi fan. Tubi is the best free streaming service on the internet right now. What you get on that site and what you have to, kind of exchange in return as far as watching ads and stuff like that, you can't much beat it, man. That's as close as you're getting to what, network television used to be. You could just watch a thing, watch a couple of ads, and then move the hell on, man. You ain't got to pay them $7,000 a month for bull crap that you most likely won't watch. You know what you pay for? Essentially what you watch in the ads that you end up watching. That's how it works. That's how it used to work for quite a long time until we decided to get our fingers up our butts for some reason.
Tubi is going to surpass Netflix.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's the only vehicle where you can say, hey, Mom, I'm on TV. And everybody in your neighborhood watches you on Tubi.
Okay.
Pockets of that around America.
True.
And then they fuck around and send you a little fucking check. You're in the business now. They're telling me, first of all, I would change that shot. Tubi's going to be bigger than Netflix.
Breaking news, everybody. I think they already are. Give me just a second here, and I'm going to pull it up. Hopefully this video will stay where I want it to stay. Here is the Netflix monthly users as according to... shucks. Hold on. Here is the Netflix users according to them. So we are looking at, according to this, 94 million active monthly users globally, according to the CNBC. All right. So let's now take a look at Tubi. And wouldn't you know it? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. I don't know if you can see this. Tubi. Yep, there we go. Tubi has, you guessed it, 100 million. Guess what, Faison? Your dream has come true, my friend. That's what we're doing. Where the hell's my correct thing? I'm around here somewhere. Hold on. What the hell? Oh, I see. I don't have my... All right. Let's get it right, guys. Let's get it right. My goodness. Faison Love, we're already...
Okay, I'm going to release my special on Netflix. On Tubi.
Okay.
So, I already have films on it, old films, whatever that I've done. But Tubi, there is no Hollywood no more. These studios are fucking closing.
Yeah, they're actively participating in their own downfall. Absolutely.
They're imploding. There's no money in it. Netflix fucked that money off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That interviewer's giving him nothing. He's just like stone colding him. He's just like, that it?
So there's no
Y'all could have edited this shit. You know that, right?
Because we had the ancillary market. You had movies was in theaters 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Now it's like 2 weeks.
What?
And then it's on demand. Yeah.
Then it had on demand. Right? Going to all the hotels. You can check in a hotel.
Maybe I'm just a fast talker, but I am the entire world seems to be running on slow-mo for me most of the time. Does it seem that way for anyone else?
Oh, yeah.
Still in theaters.
Yeah.
Centers.
Yeah, now you go to Amazon Video and it's still in theaters on demand.
It's
right
in the
there.
theaters and it's there.
And it's there, yeah. Which one do you want to go to? You'll probably do it at home.
You definitely going to do it at home.
Yeah. Sad state of affairs.
Tell me why you started your production company, the horror section.
Every time I make a movie, people go, "You can't do that. That's too sick."
Yeah.
Even with Hostel and Green Inferno, and I've been lucky.
Nobody said that with Green Inferno, dog. You know that. Green Inferno was a big old letdown. I wanted it to be good, dude. I wanted Green Inferno to be hot, but it's just like, it was just kind of like, all right, you know. It's just a lot of people like, nom, 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 nom. Okay, I guess.
I've been able to get stuff through the system, but I want to be able to make movies with no limits. And when I saw what Terrifier 3 did, where it opens at $20 million, I thought, okay, that we're ready.
I go, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. What am I out here trying to do Borderlands for? This guy took $2 million and made an ungodly amount of money. What am I doing?
Yeah.
You can put an unrated horror movie out there in theaters. So our first movie is coming out. It's called Jimmy and Stiggs. It is a totally insane, over-the-top splatter movie, like old school. I wanted to be like, when I was 15, I saw Evil Dead in the theaters, and it just melted my mind. And that's exactly the experience I want to give to kids.
Hey, listen, we need more of that. We need more of these films in there. And the best way that these movies can do this kind of stuff, again, is coming in under budget with a high kind of concept value of it and everything. Shock us, delight us, scare us, do all these fun things. But friggin' entertain us, dude.
Your favorite movie of all time is Lady Bird.
POV, you're on a date with a film bro.
Okay, so like, since cameras were invented until now, you think Lady Bird is like the #1 best movie.
First of all, at least Lady Bird's a good movie. You know, if she said something that was like absolute trash cinema or something like that, depending upon if it's quality trash, then you could have some questions. At least Lady Bird's a fine film.
No, sorry, I'm not like trying to laugh. It's like I spend a lot of time like in Discord talking to other film experts, and I just like
Discord. That's always the top-notch level. If it's not on Discord, it's in the HMP chat.
I guess I need to like touch grass more and like talk to normies. Like, you think Lady Bird is the best movie? Oh, wow.
I would always go in and just say, 1 ticket for Lady Bird, please. And they don't know that you're doing a voice, so they just sell you a ticket.
What was the aspect ratio on that?
1.85 to 1. I'm gonna look it up right now. Lady Bird aspect ratio. 1.85 to 1, baby. I told you. Your boy's sweet like that.
You don't know. You don't know because it's your favorite movie of all time, so you don't know.
It's not even my favorite movie, and I knew right off the bat. Boom.
No. Make it make sense. Okay. Oh, mine? I love Thor Ragnarok. I think
that's fantastic.
That's my #1.
That's good.
I'm not usually the person.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into holy God. Here we go. We're getting into spoilers for Weapons, everybody. Weapons came out this weekend. I did a non-spoiler review of it on the channel. Go check that out. I would really appreciate it if you watch that or any of the things that I do for the love of God. I do so many things, and so few of you actually watch them and like them and comment on them. I'm seeing you. I know who you are. And I'm ashamed of you. Do better. But we're going to be spoiling Weapons from here on out. So some people are not pleased with it. Some we got a lot of interesting takes here. So let's get into some spoilers for Weapons.
That Karen's out about this type of stuff. I just don't have it in me. But I've seen like 5 videos roll across my For You page of people just recording Weapons and posting it on TikTok.
Okay, this is not 100% going where I thought it was, but I agree so far about how people should not be taking their phones out at movie theaters unless you're Dan Poppelmeyer or whatever. Sorry, Dan, I can't pronounce your last name. I'm a horrible person. But if Dan takes his phone out and he's probably quite discreet with it, unlike most folks who are just like, I want to film it. I'm going to film it with my camera. You don't want to be one of those dudes. But yeah, you shouldn't be filming anything in a movie theater. Your phone should literally be off. Not in silent mode, off, baby, off. I turned that off completely, and I put the Apple Watch here into theater mode, non-disturb, all of that thing. Nothing's being. We are locked in, baby. But yeah, stop taking your phones out. I'm sure he's going to bitch more. Let's go.
And I mean like heavy spoilers, like what is behind me right now. This is not some new practice, obviously. It happens with like every major Marvel release. It happened a lot with No Way Home. It also probably happened a handful of times in between that I'm just not bringing up right now because I don't remember. But I guess I just get put in a state of disbelief every time this stuff does happen. As if I'm trying really hard out here, at least sometimes in these Marvel movies, it's pretty predictable what's going to happen.
I like when he said, I'm trying real hard out here, I was thinking, it's hard out here for a bimp when they're trying to watch his money for the rent.
Who's going to show up? Who will make cameos? So when they're posted on social media, it's not really a surprise. A lot of people are like, all right, yeah, we expected that. But like for Weapons and other movies that are not like cameo filled Marvel movies, DC
Word up, cameo. No, sorry.
Movies.
I apologize.
I'm talking heavy spoilers. I'm talking like the biggest parts of the movie. People are just
boy, if there was any spoiler warning ahead of time, he's sure shit giving it to you here, ain't he?
Posting. And this person says, this was just too good not to post. Yeah, it should be too good to post. Let people watch it. But at the end of the day, look.
Bro, you know today that Darth Vader being Luke Skywalker's father would be spoiled on the internet so friggin' fast. God, what a lucky time they were to have that be then when, you know, the movie could be out for months, and people hadn't seen it. People didn't know. What a time to be alive. I had to wait 2 more years.
I guess I'm not a Fed, but if you get a message or a DM from a filmmaker one time whose movie you recorded and posted, and they say, yo, take it down or there's going to be some legal action.
I got sued by Quentin Tarantino.
Don't say I told you because I didn't.
Why did Amy Matt?
All right. Here's the lady from Weapons who played the crazy aunt. And we're going to get into her in subsequent videos, so hold on for that.
Again, become like 2 completely different people after starring in Weapons.
And it's called you act. That's how you become a different person. You start acting. It's called acting, my dear. It's called acting.
She made 3 huge sacrifices for the role. Amy plays the final boss in Weapons.
The final boss. What an interesting term. Final boss for that character, but okay. I'll go with it.
Wicked old witch with strange blue eyeshadow, greasy lipstick, and unsettling blunt bangs.
If I'd have known this was an AI video, I don't think I would have saved it, but let's see where it goes.
Even though the ending of Weapons was controversial, Amy's performance received praise from viewers. She gave so much to this role. First off, the role left her with psychological scars. She's a method actor, so she had to fully immerse herself into the character.
So she was an asshole to everybody. Is that what we're saying? An actor was a real grade A jerkwad to people? And are we supposed to feel bad for her that like, oh, I got into this mental state and it turns out it really messed me up. Sorry, not sorry.
The character's madness made it hard for her to show positive emotions toward others.
Get out of town. You're being a jerk on purpose.
So she had to shut herself off. Director Zach Kreger recalls that Amy was very lonely on set, and her eyes always sent chills down the crew's spines. Even though Weapons wrapped up a long time ago, Amy hasn't been able to shake off the shadows. Next, Amy followed a brutal training plan, losing a lot of weight to achieve the gaunt, withered look that made her look more like a witch.
I didn't see the character and go like, ooh, what a witch. I mean, I suppose you could probably take this point and say, sure, but, you know.
Had to wear a wig, heavy makeup, and do intense physical training every day.
You know what I thought of when I saw this character through this movie and everything? It's like, I didn't know Kathy Griffin was in this movie.
She's 74 years old, and this was really tough for her. Finally, Amy had to overcome the enormous pressure from the outside world. Her character terrified children, but in reality,
the outside world, children aren't watching Weapons. Children didn't go watch Weapons this weekend or walking through the streets finding this woman and just going, cursed. No, get out of here, dude. This is stupid.
She loves kids.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Again, I apologize. Had I known that this was an AI thing, we would have just ditched it, but it is what it is, baby. More Weapons. Let's go.
This is a movie theater PSA. Stop recording movies and then posting them on TikTok.
Oh, look, we're getting to more of a theme again. Surprise, surprise.
Yet, don't even worry about just posting it on social media. Why are we recording movies in a theater?
We're being criminals. Why not? Can't you just be a criminal? Stop, just be a criminal with me. Quit being a baby.
If I open this app and I've already seen 2 clips of weapons. I'm talking about 2 full scenes of weapons.
First of all, if you watch them scenes, that's on you, my man. That's on you. Because boy, I'd be flipping. Anytime I saw something that was like halfway related to weapons or anything, shape, or form, I was just flip right on through, boy. Get them out.
Only been 3 days. And even if it was not, even if it was 2 weeks later, we should not be recording the movies in the... Do we need to bring back movie ushers?
Yes. And ones that got balls and ones that got high-powered flashlights that'll make people like you just kind of right in their eyes real fast, like a real fast one, not a mean one, just one of those real fast until they go ha. And when they do that, their hand's going to loosen up on the phone, and then you just whoop, get that right out of them and just kind of scamper out the thing. By the time that they get their vision back and whatnot, they'll have to follow out the theater, and then that's when you can have the cops arrest them. That's just my plan. You can follow through as your heart desires.
Anti-pirating videos that we used to get in DVDs. I might delete this.
Brother, we still get those in DVDs. They are still giving us piracy warnings for things that I paid $40 for. It's like, brother, tell someone else. I bought this for reals. Now, like, it makes me mad.
Later, but we got to stop. We can't be doing this.
Yeah, no recording in theaters. Cut it out. More weapons.
Thank you guys so much for coming in.
The detectives in weapons. This is going to be a major plot hole for some people in this movie and everything. And you know what? They're not really wrong.
And you must be Alex's father, right?
Oh, over here. I'm Alex's Aunt Gladys. You'll have to forgive Alex's father. He suffered a minor stroke and can't speak, react, or blink right now. I'll answer all questions.
That's awful. That's awful to hear. And what about Alex's mother?
Oh, she's sick and can't leave the house right now. Yeah, she has a touch of consumption.
Listen, when somebody says you got a touch of consumption, you know that's bad news bears. It's got consumption. And for those of you that don't know, that means glug, glug, glug. got a little bit of consumption. She's fine, though. She's fine.
I've heard of that. That's totally a thing. I've heard of that. I know what that is. But Alex, this is your aunt, right?
Yeah.
Cool, thanks. We don't have to run a background check then.
Yeah, the detectives in this movie quite lax on a lot of things. It's just like, oh, you're not the legal guardian, but you're going to speak for everybody anyways while these 2 bozos look catatonic. Sounds fair to me.
Alex, do you know any reason why your classmates did what they did?
No.
Well, that solves it.
Okay, thanks, buddy. He's obviously intimidated by our authoritative aura. That's why he keeps looking at his aunt for confirmation. Let's get this over with. We're spooking the kid, okay? Gladys, so good to see you again, girl. Where are Alex's parents?
Oh, they both suffered minor strokes and have a touch of consumption. They're bedridden.
Double strokes, that's just awful.
It happens. It happens. You know how you be double stroking out with your loved ones? It happens. Shut up.
Awful. You know what? We'll check this house once, then we'll never come back here again.
Yeah, and don't even check it all that well either.
All right? We need to give them time to heal. Alex, my man, what's up? Little fucker just ignored me.
There were a lot of things in the movie that you could kind of point to and be like, hey, hold on. What now? What's happening here? I will definitely be seeing weapons tomorrow or Thursday. You may want to skedaddle out of here because there's going to be spoilers. Spoilerific time, everybody, just in case you're brand new in the chat. But I mean, it's not like I don't really know too much of it. I know there's some spoilers. I don't know what they are because I don't watch the full videos. You guys should know that.
What the hell does the giant floating gun mean in weapons?
I don't really know, but quite frankly, I'm willing to listen to find out. Let's go.
But first, my
don't I look like the guy in Night of the Living Dead, but he had a little bit of an eating problem? Maybe Stephen Merchant got into the cookies. I don't know.
It's Dawson. I talk about film and TV every single day, so drop me a follow if you haven't already. We're talking full spoilers for weapons here.
Full spoilers. I love this guy's voice, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the film, click off this video.
Piss off, cunt.
Video right now. One of the weirdest moments in Weapons is when Josh Brolin's character Archer is having a nightmare. He ends up going back to his house and seeing a giant AR-15 floating above his house. And on that giant gun is a massive timestamp stating 217.
So 217 being the time that all the kids ran out of the house and everything. The gun being, a lot of people have some interpretations for this. Let's see what he thinks.
Which is, of course, the time that all the children go missing. The main prevailing theory is, of course, that Weapons is a massive school shooting allegory, which makes a lot of sense. It's about a load of kids going missing in an American school, but it seems that the 217 and giant floating weapon are actually a direct reference to something that almost happened in American history. Because in July 2022, the US House passed on the H.R. 18.
First of all, anyone saying H with a H, for shame. Oh boy, I didn't know we were going into this. Feels like that we're turning into a gun control video from someone who does not live in America. So always fun to see opinions from people who have zero experience here and know nothing of our land. But let's go on.
08, which was referred to as the assault weapons ban of 2022, and they passed on it with exactly 217 votes.
Are we going to get into like number 23 territory here where, we can go and see this number wherever we look in case, because, you can go and find things when you're, actively looking for them and whatnot. Just confirmation bias that you then yourself confirm. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying that could also be a thing that he's just going like, oh, this is what I want it to be, so that's what I think it is.
Moment in history where a weapons ban was so close to coming into reality and unfortunately just didn't happen.
No, unfortunately, again, don't talk about don't talk about my country when you don't live here. Shut up. I don't want to hear it from you because you got zero room to talk here. You know nothing of what we do here. Please keep your mouth shut on that. First of all, you must know this, and you guys don't know this in the UK, clearly. But if you outlaw guns, the only people that will have guns will be outlaws. That's how it works. You guys want to ban kitchen knives for Christ's sakes, and yet you still have tons and tons of stabbings. So you've banned guns. Does that really work? No, not really. If you ban knives, that doesn't really work. So shut up.
It's directly ignoring the warning signs that were in front of you the whole time.
No, that's not really true either, but okay.
That happens in
what are the warning signs that are happening in this movie? It just happens. That's literally the point of it. But okay.
Happens multiple times, especially as people meet the witch Gladys herself and just kind of don't acknowledge the fact that it's really weird.
Listen, I hope my big boy here stretched really well before that, because my what a reach. But he's not the only one who thinks that, to be quite honest.
Hey, so I just watched.
This chick is crazy. I love her. I think she's great. She goes, this is the first kind of spoiler person I saw who was really kind of poking holes in some of the weapons lore here and everything. So let's check her out. She's awesome.
Watched your movie, Weapons, and I have a few questions about it. So you like my new movie?
All right, listen. Take all the acting out of the equation here, some of the wild and crazy stuff. Just listen to the words. The words are what's important.
So the one kid who gets left behind, he's questioned by the police, right? Oh, yeah. How does that go down exactly?
Hey, kid, what did anything happen? No. You sure about that? No. Okay, so like nobody was playing nothing? No, you didn't know nothing about it? No. Well, that's good enough for us.
Oh, he shows up with his aunt, who does all of the talking because his father's catatonic and, well, she won't let the kid speak. Don't police cases involving children normally have a child advocate involved at some point?
Listen, Zach Krieger has probably never been in child cases like this, I would imagine. So his knowledge of that probably a little sparse.
I don't know. Not only that, but they know that the aunt is not his legal guardian, and the parents haven't spoken to either the police or the school in over a month. Not
a month. It's a month goes by, and they're just like, the Kathy Griffin lookalikes fine.
Single fuck to give. So there are 17 children missing. Do any of the other parents care?
Not really.
Well, one parent really cares. His name is Archer, and he actually harasses their teacher. Writes witch with paint on her car.
I don't know why witch was written on the car. That also doesn't quite make sense that that's the word that he chose. And why did the paint look extra thick and 3D-ish? Like you could just like it looked like it just peeled right off.
Because he feels like it. That seems yeah. Also, his son is a bully. Wait, his son is a bully?
Yeah, this was the toughest part of the film, I think, because it was just it had you stop and sit back and go like, oh, Archer's kid is the asshole kid? What? You okay? That's a weird choice for you to make movie, but all right.
Yeah, he's actually kind of an asshole, so that you don't feel so bad when he's being fed soup, by the one lone kid. Soup.
Yeah, they were just like, you eat some soup. He's a good boy now. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Good Lord.
That's all they've been eating for a month?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
the
much.
kid has to go to the store every single day to buy more. So this kid is buying soup to feed 17 people every day. Actually, it's 19. He's not just feeding the kids. He also has to feed his parents.
Yeah. And no one says boo about this, y'all. So yeah, listen, I liked the movie, but yeah, it's it's not without its faults.
Enough soup to feed 20 people every single day for a month.
It's condensed soup. It's condensed, so it's going to make double of what he brings every day. So think about that.
Nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Nope.
She's not wrong, man. She's not wrong.
I got a chance to see Weapons last night. It was my most.
All right, I think this is our last one here. And this is the one I was like, I stopped it right here. Jordan Peele would have done Weapons better. You know what we're about to get into. Let's do it.
Most anticipated movie of the year. I love Barbarian. It's time to have an uncomfortable conversation about this movie.
I don't like being white.
Jordan Peele would have done it better. That's
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. But let's hear his reasonings.
all I kept telling myself. There is a huge moment in this movie, similar to Barbarian, and honestly, similar to Nope, where there's a huge reveal midway through the movie, and then it becomes a new movie entirely.
Kind of.
I respect the ambition and the fun this movie is trying to have. It just didn't land for me. I felt like the movie got significantly less scary post-reveal. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I feel like the way the reveal was handled and the tone of the reveal, I think would have been done better in Peele's hands. Again, another...
You have zero case for this. You haven't made any kind of case other than I just like him. What that screams to me is I have a very limited knowledge of things, but yet the one guy I like, that's the guy that should direct it. That's like me just looking at every film and being like, man, Steven Spielberg should have directed that one. Steven Spielberg should have done Lord of the Rings. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Not every movie's for everybody. What in Weapons made you think that Jordan Peele was the guy to handle it? What stands out as like this is the thing that Jordan Peele should be heralding? Because Krieger wrote and directed the whole damn thing. So they're like, this is as auteur as you can get, my friend. I'm confused.
Personal preference. I just feel the ending was mishandled a little bit. It wasn't satisfying in the way I wanted it to be satisfying.
Oh, the old mistress waves her girly, ugly looking head yet again, huh, kids? We figure out yet again that people want to see the movie that's in their head. No. You can't just see the movie that's in your head. You got to review the movie that you watched. You can't say, I wanted it to be this thing and I didn't get it. If that's the case, you yourself need to start making films. Simple as that. You need to start making movies. If you go, though, this is the thing that I thought it should have been, then you make a movie. You make one. Yeah. If your ideas are the good ones, you go make one. It should be simple enough, right? You know, you got a 4K camera in your pocket right now. Should be okay. No problem.
Satisfying. There's a great satisfying moment, but I wouldn't say the ending, the conclusion of the story as a whole is satisfying. Don't get it twisted. Weapons is still a good movie with a lot of fun to be had, a lot of great moments.
But I just feel if it was directed by a black man, I would like it more.
Gregor is an awesome up-and-coming director. I can't wait for his next project. I just think Jordan Peele would have done it better. That's all.
Jordan Peele, I'm an actor. I'm in Los Angeles. If you'd like to see my demo reel, you can head on to Doesn't that feel like that's what this is? All right, that is it, everybody. Like I said, we got another TikTok Trash Tuesday finished up here and everything. Thank you guys so much for coming in, checking it out, hanging out in the chat here and everything. Alex says, nope. That's right. Nope. We are not nope doing that. No Jordan Peele for everything, everybody. He's not the answer to all. I'm surprised that they were like that they let Ryan Coogler direct a horror film. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised they were just like, whoa. Isn't that Jordan Peele's category? I don't think you should be doing this. You should only be doing boxing movies. Thank God they didn't do that. But that is it, everybody. We got another one of these in the bag. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, for being a big old giant dirty baby, hitting that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We are doing the the Naked Gun movies. Those are very different movies. We're doing the Naked Gun movies over on HMP proper this month. This week we're going to be doing Naked Gun 2.5. The hold on, I gotta read it off the box. The Smell of Fear. So we're going to be checking out all of the Naked Gun movies this week over on HMP proper. So go check us out over there. We will be having our live stream Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang out with all the other dirty babies in the chat. We love you guys so much. And also, I want to say, if you watch the live stream on Sunday, what I want you to do then on Monday, and I'm going to try to get them out on Mondays. I can't always guarantee it because school just started back up here, so my schedule is a lot more busy than it normally is. There normally has been for the last 2 months at least. On Mondays, I want to check out our YouTube page, and there you will see the latest episode of H&P, but what I'm calling the full edit cut. So this is our live stream, but we've kind of gone through and redone everything. So it's a little bit more lively, a little bit more entertaining. Instead of just like a three-shot that kind of sticks on us the whole time, we bounce back and forth between, members of the crew and everything, giving you a much more television-like experience. So if you want to see H&P at the top of the game and everything, check out the H&P full edit episodes out there. I'm going to put it in its own little playlist and everything as well, so you guys can check those out. But for best picture, best quality, best sense of everything, go check out those full edit videos. They're going to be pretty good. Pretty cool thing here. So it's like we got so many different ways for you to enjoy the podcast, from just the audio version on iTunes or Spotify or wherever else you get your podcast. You can also do that audio version here on YouTube. You can do the live stream, and you can do the full edit and everything. So many ways to get that H&P into your skull. Thank you guys again so much for watching, checking out all those things, liking and subscribing, commenting, doing all of those things. It means absolutely so much to me, and I really, really appreciate all of you. That is it. Join me yet again. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to do Thursday or not. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see a movie in time, but we'll check it out. 100% on Sunday with the show, 8 p.m. at the regular one. We'll see you then, everybody.